Hello friends and welcome to FrumiousReads. My name is Gabrielle and this is what to read if you love the Encanto movie. So Encanto has taken the world by storm. I cannot go 5 minutes on TikTok without seeing some kind of Encanto video. I saw Encanto and I love it. Let's see, in the past 2 weeks I think I've watched it 3 times. The soundtrack has been playing non-stop. I cannot get the music out of my head. And just shout out to Lin-Manuel Miranda for being such an amazing songwriter. I knew when I saw that he was writing the songs that this movie, all the songs in this movie were going to be bops. And they absolutely are. I just cannot get them out of my head, and honestly, I don't want to. If you're like me and you are trying to find more stuff that might make you fill you with joy the way the Encanto movie has, I have some books here that I'd like to recommend you. For those of you guys who haven't seen Encanto yet, watch it. It's amazing. The main character is a girl named Mirabel who is part of the magical family Madrigal. The whole family gets blessed with gifts when they turn 5 years old, and they can do amazing things like one of Mirabel's sisters can grow any kind of plant, and her other sister is super strong, like stronger than Captain America. Everybody has a really cool gift except for Mirabel, and so she's kind of just this family outsider. But one day when the magic starts failing, they have to figure out what's going on. Mirabel decides to tackle the mysteries so that she can help her family's magic and help save their community and also kind of prove herself a little bit. So it's really good. It's a great movie. It's a very feel-good movie. Honestly, I think it's one of my favorites out of the new Disney releases that they've done. It's also very colorful and very representative of specifically Colombian, because this movie is set in Colombia, but it's very representative of like Latino culture. It's an amazing movie. Honestly, I'm not Colombian, but I feel like they did a great job with just incorporating Latino culture and just making a movie about people who we recognize, I guess. I feel like I could watch that movie over and over and over again, and I love it. Obviously, inspired by the movie, I have 2 books that I would love to recommend to you. First one is one that definitely feels a little bit more on the magical side. It is called Labyrinth Lost by Zoraida Cordova, and it is about a girl named Alex and her family who are practicing brujas, so they're witches. She also happens to hate magic, and on her death day celebration, which is where she will come of age and really truly embrace the magic and be part of her family, she performs a spell to get rid of the magic in her. Instead of getting rid of her magic, it backfires and her whole family disappears. Now she has to go to the land in between to try and save her family and their magic, and on the way try and figure out who she can trust. So very much like Encanto in the terms of the fact it's about a magical family. It kind of talks about what our relationship is with our family and how we fit in together. It's just a really good book. Like, it's the adventure is there, the mystery is there, and Zoraida Cordova is a fantastic writer. So this is going to be my #1 recommendation to anyone who is looking for something to kind of fill them the way that Encanto has. The next one focuses more on kind of like what I guess the hidden messages of Encanto were, at least to the older people who watched it, the more how to rebuild relationships and acknowledge like maybe toxic relationships that have occurred in your family. And this is called I Am Not Your Perfect Mexican Daughter by Erica L. Sanchez. It is about Julia, who along with her parents are grieving the death of her older sister Olga. And Olga was the perfect older child. She's very much like Isabella in the movie, and she's seemingly perfect. She did everything her parents want. She kind of just accomplished all of her parents' dreams, but Olga dies and leaves Julia. And Julia is most definitely, in her own words, not the perfect Mexican daughter. She wants to go away to college. She wants to be a writer. In her parents' eyes, that's the same thing as abandoning her family. But not long after Olga dies, Julia realizes that Olga was not as perfect as she appeared. And so she is determined to figure out what happened and who her sister really was, as she's realizing that she never really knew her. Overall, it's funny, it's sad, it's definitely got some light and dark moments. I think everybody will recognize a little bit of themselves in Julia. This is definitely one that I've read before. I really enjoyed it, and I feel like the voice was an actual teenage girl while I was reading it, which honestly, in some YA books, it's hard to find. Either the people who are the characters sound way younger than they're supposed to be or way older, but this one I feel like nailed her voice entirely. That's it. That's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoy the recommendations. If you guys have read those books before, please feel free to let me know in the comments down below. below what your thoughts were. And if you want to check out more recommendations for certain topics or movies, books, YouTubers, check out my What to Read Wednesday playlist. I will go ahead and link it up in the cards if those are still a thing on YouTube, or in the description down below. You could find me all over social media at FrumiousReads. And if you're interested in true crime, check out my true crime podcast about women in history known for mayhem and murder. It's really fun, and it's kind of nice to explore more of the women in history that you don't really hear about that much. That's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for listening, and I will talk to you guys later. Okay, bye.